Anyway, hope everyone is doing well. Thank you all for popping in, and shout outs once again to Keymailer, hooking us up with a review key for Rogue Loops. They also hooked us up with a review key for the other game we'll be checking out tonight, but the first thing we're playing tonight is Rogue Loops. Let's pop in. I will say I'm always a sucker for a good roguelike. So when they sent me this review key, I said, well, a cool roguelike,
been humanity's deepest desire, especially in an age of death, magic, and monsters.
I don't have to twist my arm too hard.
This family was no different, fighting giant beasts in their desperate search for eternal life. After a long journey full of hardships, they found a magical portal hidden in the ruins of an ancient civilization. But when they stepped through, they learned the truth. Immortality was a curse, forced to live in an endless loop. Can they break free from this torment, or will they simply surrender to it?
So that right there kind of spells it out for us. It's not just a fun-sounding name, but there's like this looping mechanic. And Todd raises a good point. Is this a Dungeons and Dragons flavored cereal? Breakfast cereal? What's up, D-Man? Incontinentia buttocks? You can only hope. We can only hope, Pelican. That's a good one. Dangerous breakfast cereal. That's right. Alright, so right now we only have this one character selectable, but presumably we'll be able to get some more in the future. Yeah, clear 150 rooms, 60, 15. So we'll definitely get more characters soon. And the voiceover at the start, that's right, in the cutscene at least. Alright. I think she had a voice. I think she did. So I'm kind of putzing around right now, just kind of getting the lay of the land with the control scheme. There's the dash. The dash has kind of an implicit cooldown. Yeah, I don't see anything on the overlay at least that tells me what the cooldown is, but there's kind of an implied cooldown. There is a cooldown for the right-click ability, which is a shield in this guy's case. I'm guessing the right-click ability is different per character. Sound effects are kind of quiet, honestly. Not a bad thing. The coming back every time you die part, it does sound a little bit rough. A little bit rough. I'm not sure if this is the kind of game that rewards you for breaking stuff all the damn time. It's, oh, I was gonna say poopiness. I was gonna say it was poopiness due to that, but yes, there we go. Like poo-penis, but yes. Yes, that counts. That counts. What's up, Argasso? Good to see you, bud. Move to click RSI. Well, the good news is actually this is not move to click. This is WASD to move. There might be move to click, but of course that's more of a, for me that's more of like the Diablo kind of way of life. Of course, we played Tower of Kalimanzra last week. That was a move to click kind of game. And I enjoyed that game a lot. I very much want to come back to play it. But yeah, playing like Path of Exile, that's the move, or the click to move rather. Yeah, that's the better term. Path of Exile is the click to move, like left mouse button destruction kind of game. Left mouse button cock and ball torture, CBT. That will absolutely ruin your mouses and also your fingies. Give you that repetitive stress injury. That's all too real. PoE is WSD. Oh, that's good. That 2 is different. I seem to recall that the first one is a click to move. Yeah, and basically Diablo and Diablo 2 kind of set the stage for that. And of course, yeah, if you're like doing one of those like a billion actions per second or per minute or per second for that matter, when it comes to yeah Diablo 1, Diablo 2, well specifically Diablo 2 and on, then yeah, that's rife for getting that repetitive stress injury, getting the forearm, like having to wear like the forearm brace, the one to keep your wrist nice and steady. Time to break all the stuff. Jesse, you know me too well. I see a bunch of barrels, a bunch of boxes. I gotta break that shit. That's right. I'm a loop dweller. That's me. Let's learn the basics, but first, let's break everything else. I don't care so much about fighting the, about you, Mr. Jack-o'-lantern fellow, but I definitely want to break all these things. There we go. You can see the damage we're doing. He does heal, of course. Dash around. There's a dash attack. That's kind of cool. It's like a little charge animation. That's kind of cool. could lead in to a combo. Cast skill. It's kind of cool. As a 15, does that say 15-second cooldown? It's 15, but then it immediately pops. Maybe in this tutorial area, it's a little bit nicer. You can hold it down. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool. The fists of a survivor. It's been a minute since somebody has complimented my fisting ability, but I appreciate that. PoE is more so. Yes, so I've heard. I've heard PoE 2 is a little bit more quiet, maybe not quieter, but a little bit slower, a little bit more methodical, and yeah, more Dark Souls inspired, which makes sense. I've also heard that PoE 2 is having a weird thing where, on the one hand, there's a very Soulsborne inspired aspect to how the game controls and to some of the bosses, that kind of thing. But there's also really fast mobs that spawn that require really quick movements, that kind of thing. And that there's these like two competing philosophies that are kind of like butting, that are like causing some friction. And it's tricky because you have the younger player base, the newer player base that maybe didn't play a ton of PoE 1 but played a lot of Dark Souls games and are interested in this kind of more methodical move set in this play style. And then you have the old school PoE 1 players that came over from PoE 1 and want to check out the sequel, and they're expecting something that is more fast-paced and more of a screen clearing experience like PoE 1. So you have these like two camps, and I think it's hard for the devs to satisfy everybody. So I hear that does cause some friction sometimes, but you know, it's still early access. They'll figure it out. It'll take time. These things always do. So I don't actually have the Q and the E abilities right now. That was just for the tutorial, I suppose. But I do have is a shield that pops very briefly, but has only a 10-second cooldown, which is pretty good. So if you know you need to block something scary, pop that shield. Doesn't last very long, like about a second. It's about a full second, which is better than nothing. I'm a masturbator. What's up, Devil Poster? Thank you for that cheer, by the way, bud. Appreciate you, bud. Very nice of you. Pick a deal at the beginning of each room. Interesting. Interesting. Trying to cover a market it didn't cover. I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, and I'm glad they're doing something different. I mean, you know, if they wanted to do PoE 1 but more, they would just continue to patch PoE, which they are doing. I like the idea of PoE 2 doing something kind of different. Trying to appeal to it would be silly. Well, all I can offer is just what I've heard, that I, as a critique that I've heard about PoE 2, is that there's things that are being done to try to satisfy the PoE 1 camp. But again, that kind of thing, it can be forgiven because again, it's an early access game. There will be some growing pains, and they'll figure it out as they go. But I understand that has caused some weirdness for some folks. So we'll see. We'll see. But anywho, so let's see what this is all about. I like how his name is Dumpkin. Does that mean he's got that dumpy? I don't know. He looked like a scarecrow guy, so I don't know if he really has that dumpy, but maybe he's got something he's hiding there. Maybe he's got something he's hiding. Oh, thank you, Devil. That's very nice of you to say, man. It's very generous. And then Duder Dad says also learn something else about Alex. You'll be impressed. So let's look at our options here. So you have an ancient relic. I'm not sure what the relic is, but it's probably something cool. Maybe like a limited resource. And then Ankle Breaker. Your movement speed is not as good after you dash for a short time. That's a 3 difficulty one. So whatever the ancient relic is must be damn good. Or just better attack damage. Giant tentacles appear at the edge of the room and smash the ground when you get too close. That one sounds, I guess, less bad. We know this is a good thing. We know like this is good for sure. I'm guessing this is good, but we know this is good. And this sounds avoidable at least. Yeah, this is the buff you'll receive, and then, yeah, they remain with you until death, unless stated otherwise. And of course, this is the debuff. Try to hard to appeal to everybody. No matter what you do, you gotta make some hard choices, right? That's part of game dev. That's part of software development. It's part of life. One of the earliest lessons that I had to learn as a kid, that admittedly I do still struggle with, is my parents try to talk to me and say, Alex, you can't make everyone happy. You can't please everybody. That's just how it goes. And I think they tried to drill that into my brain because they could tell that, you know, some people are just naturally, maybe I shouldn't say naturally, but some people try their best to be people pleasers, and that can very quickly lead you down a path of anxiety and disappointment in life. They tried to, like steer me away from that because it's like, listen, it's nice you want to be a people pleaser, but at the same time, the reality is how it goes. Curses stay in this room specifically. Only in this room. Interesting. All right, so sure enough, I'll go for this one. Here's the tentacle. There he is. As long as I don't get too close. And he does telegraph where he's going. Of course, I got that dash. If I just leave that little area and go fight this guy, unless he follows me, maybe he'll grow over here as well. But I'm digging the visuals. The game looks very pretty. And we played Rainbreaker. We played Rainbreaker a couple weeks ago, and I loved that game. Really, really love the game. Also, he's not attacking me anymore, so maybe we're chill now. Maybe we're chill now that the room has been vanquished. But yeah, Rainbreaker adored that game, and of course that game, you'd be forgiven for looking at Rainbreaker and going, is this Hades? Is this a Hades-like? So that game was phenomenal, and I really enjoyed it, and the similarities to Hades were more than just cosmetic. I'm also getting some Hades vibes here. So, interesting stuff. Right, sure enough, by the way, when I broke the boxes and barrels, I did get some trinkets. We go into the next room, and we pick another series of buffs and debuffs. Good to know. Good to know. Augustus says, make me specifically happy. If you focus your efforts to one person, you're all set. You're all set. You got nothing to worry about, baby. Nothing to worry about, man. There you go. There you go. Tried hard to focus to please like specific groups. There is something to be said about the focus group. The dreaded focus group, which was a thing that, of course, PR and marketing and advertising firms discovered years ago, probably in the early 2000s, probably in the 90s, honestly. Also, Adam, by the way, man, thank you, buddy. Thank you for that resub. 59 months. That is correct. 10 months until the nice. You are nice, Adam. Thank you, buddy. All skill damage and also a cursed totem, which will heal the bad guys. Let's go for this one. Adam, you're a goddamn homie and a gamer, and thank you, buddy. That's very generous of you, my man. Very gosh darn generous. Can I kill the totem? Is it mean I can kill? If nothing else, I can out-damage these guys, no question. I wonder if I can just kill the totem. There's one out to the side as well. Thank you, Adam. 59 months, and he says 10 more months until the nice. At which point you'll have to cancel your sub forever. That's how it works. Once you hit that point, then the sub has to be preserved in all of history. So yeah, if it can't progress beyond that mark, and then because otherwise you hacked it, man. By that point you've fully reached your max level. Any other things I can snag? But anyway, yeah, just the whole thing about the focus group, trying to really when it comes to advertisers or marketing firms, trying to really hone in on what makes the consumers tick. What do they really respond to? What do they really like? Which on the one hand, I think there's a time and a place for that style of like solicitation of what do the people want, what responds well, what's good, what's bad, what do they like, what do they dislike. I think there's a time and a place for that. But at the same time, I think there's something to be said about getting lost in the sauce and trying too hard to like hyper focus on that aspect, because like Ace is saying, you hyper fix it on that and you kind of get lost in the mud, right? You get lost in the details, and then you're kind of like targeting such a specific group, you forget about, well, there's all these other diverse people that play games and engage with your product. So the focus group thing is nice, but if that's like the singular focus, then yeah, it's like you're not looking at a realistic slice of your player base. So it is tricky. It is tricky. Is it a tentacle or a genital? Hopefully the answer is yes. Hopefully the answer is yes. The group should be your focus. I mean, ideally it's a good representation, but I don't know. I'm not sure it always is, unfortunately. Let's see what the ancient relic is. I'm kind of curious. I'll just be a good boy about the ankle breaker thing. I'll just be a good boy. I mean, the blue essence thing sounds cool, but this ancient relic sounds so tantalizing, and whatever this ankle breaker thing is, or rather, whatever the ancient relic thing is, it's probably really cool. Probably really good, whatever this is. People want conflicting things. And that's the other aspect of it too. How reliable is the focus group? How reliable is user feedback? Because I love it when a game developer offers up, you know, like a feedback form is soliciting input from gamers, from players, from playtesters. But I don't know if all feedback is necessarily equally valuable. So like there are times where a developer has received feedback for a game, and the feedback that they got was like, you know, from maybe a streamer that was like a higher priority person where like they had a big audience, what have you, so they had a lot of sway. And they took their opinions and thoughts into account, and then when they implemented it, everyone said, man, I hate this. Turns out like maybe not everyone's feedback, like maybe like the idea of the feedback was wise, but the like was sound, but then when it comes to like the actual details of what should we, here's the problem, okay, yes, the problem was identified correctly, but here's the suggested solution. That's the part where it's tricky. Like that's where the developers are the ones that, you know, that's their job. Their job is the one to fix the problems. So yeah, if you have like kind of armchair game developers who are like, well, all you gotta do is this, that's not always, you know, necessarily going to lead you down the right path. So I would hope that most game devs know when to hold them and know when to fold them, right? Know when to like take that kind of feedback, take those data points and say, yes, let's use these, and others that say, thank you for your feedback, but and you know, not just, you know, full send everything, obviously. But thank you again to Adam. Been playing some Schedule 1. You and Whale is another one of our buddies on here. He says he loves that game. So I have a number of friends that have really been jamming on that one, which is awesome, man. I'm glad you're really enjoying it. That game does look very cool. Does look very cool. Interpreting who the consumer is. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you, Ace. Yeah, that's a thing that, like, yeah, trying to find the group to focus on and like being able to trust their feedback and soliciting it properly. There's all these pitfalls where you can get lost in the sauce. So let's see. Oh, so this is the artifact. I guess the artifact is like a perk. So artifacts are very, very good. Hence why the ankle breaker thing sucks so bad. Reduce damage taken. Freeze enemies that deal damage to you. This one's rare, therefore it's better, obviously. Reduce damage taken by 50%. I don't know. I guess the idea is if you get more max health, that number goes up, maybe? Yeah, probably. And then, yeah, the skill damage. So I guess the numbers are affected by these other things. So let's go with that one. That sounds cool. Maybe we'll get other abilities that... oh, okay, so that highlighted area is not fully indicative. Ouch. Not necessarily fully indicative of where you need to be. So because I was outside the line, but I still took a bit of a hit there. I'm getting beat up a little bit here. Ouch. I'm getting shit on a little bit, and not the kind that I usually have to pay good money for. Of course, we took the tentacle earlier, and the tentacle is still there, so even though we got away from it in that one room, it didn't fully go away when the match ended. That's the thing. So you're looping to the same areas. Whatever curses you bring upon for a single room, do stay in that single room. The ankle breaker thing still active? Oh, it is for this room. Just for this room. And I guess for this room as well, because it still says room debuff, although the smashing tentacle doesn't reach from there at least, which is good. Yeah, but look at that. We know how many times we have to loop, because we have 12 to reach before the boss is reached. So I'm at about half health right now. We've got a couple other choices here. So yeah, good to know. Good to know that, yeah, the artifact thing is very good. And yeah, there's synergies to watch out for. I'm glad they point that out, which is nice. Some people don't know what they want. Yeah, they'll give conflicting info, yeah. I mean, I think it's just human nature, you know. Sometimes we see a thing and we react to it, but we don't always think about the full consequences. I don't always, you know. I don't take every opinion that I have or every thought that I have or feedback that I have to its, you know, fullest conclusion. And a lot of the times, yeah, a play tester or a beta tester, what have you, will play a game and they'll have feedback that says this thing is annoying, and it's like, yeah, on its own that's a valid thing. But then yeah, then how to address it part, that's where it gets thorny, obviously, because yeah, there's all kinds of wrong ways to address certain problems. And sometimes if someone says I don't like blank, sometimes it's just okay, they don't like it. It's not their kind of game, it's not their thing, like that's fine. Like, you know, that's just how it has to be sometimes, right? Like comes back to you can't please everybody. Just how it goes. People hate the changes sometimes. It does happen. It does happen. The car of the... Oh my god, the car of the future. I never even watched The Simpsons reliably, and I know about that episode. Also, Unstable, good to see you, bud. There's suggestions that defeats the purpose of having, like, a balanced team, that is, yeah. Direct you to the issues, but yeah. When it comes down to what I would hope that most players and, like, you know, users of software would recognize is, yeah, if they're offering feedback to a developer or a publisher, you know, some owner of software, and the developer or the publisher or whoever it is trickles that down to their developers to like fix whatever the issue is, hopefully that they trust the developers to find whatever the problem, you know, address the problem accordingly, leave that up to them to solve, and not like try to dictate how a thing should be done, how a thing should be fixed. Because yeah, that gets thorny for sure. I mean, sometimes the player base is onto it. I mean, there's been untold instances of developers for like smaller games perusing Reddit and responding to feedback and and implementing things that were specifically kind of outlined by the player base. That does happen. RimWorld is a good example of that. But yeah, it can get thorny for sure. 100 coins, but ghosts start roaming and inflict fear. Get a powerful skill, but deadly traps. I do like powerful skills. Let's look at the powerful skills. It's good to see you, Unstable. Also, that was a gift sub from Jesse. What's up, bud? Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jesse, for that gift sub. Very nice of you, man. Very nice of you. Thank you for that gift sub. Not at all a requirement, as I always like to specify, but thank you, buddy. Thank you, bud. Appreciate you. Ice Explosion deals 135 damage. Okay, this is one of the use skills. Strong shoulder, invulnerable, dash forward, and burninate things. But this is a Nova, which is cool. I want this one. Perfect cast. Affects a larger... So I guess if you hold it, like the one we saw earlier, more damage over the large area. Yeah, let's do this one. And we'll put it there. Let's try it out. Oh, cute. There we go. Okay, so the range is not that good, but it is pretty cool. Look at this guy. Oh, that's the deadly traps. And of course, the healing boys are still here. And they're really healing this guy. So yeah, these healing totems are still annoying. I was hoping because I broke them earlier, I was hoping they would stay dead. They did not stay dead, and that makes me sad. They misunderstood the assignment. They were supposed to, you know, be nice and do what I want, and it's all about me. Oh, that's a deadly trap. I was like, oh, what's this cool thing? And it made me sad. Monies, and I did not get any health back, unfortunately. I was hoping I would. Do the deadly traps stay deadly? They do not. Yeah. What about these guys? Okay, yeah, the pressure plates are fine. So, 2 more loops, and then we'll enter into boss mode, presumably. It's a personal perspective. Yeah, I would not disagree. And I think it's just human nature to look at it from the personal perspective. What other perspective do we have? PvP is harder to balance. Oh yeah, I would say generally speaking that's correct, especially when you get into like any sort of like free-to-play game where there's like stuff that can be purchased, you know, premium gear that can be purchased. So yeah, how do you make it so it's not just straight up pay to win? Like that gets messy no matter how you slice it. Max health sounds good. Cursed totem heals. Yeah, let's do that one. Max health sounds good, because that will inevitably heal me, at least in the near term. Ouch. And then I shit everywhere. Except my shit is nice and cool. Okay, that guy's cool. Oh god. Yeet. Trying to time my dodges correctly. Oh, where's the wrong button? Yeah, my thing's gonna take a little bit longer to charge up. Broken. Ouch. Oh, it's not counting down. It's number of bad guys I have to hit, or maybe bad guys I kill. That's what it is. I thought it was like a counter, but I was like, why is the counter not going down? So it's 11 right now. Okay, it's number of hits. It's number of hits, not number of kills. Because I was like, 11 sounds like a lot. Yipes. Yep. He's getting out healed. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna actually reach me, but he did. He did reach me. That made me sad. There we go. Not quite as much damage as I was hoping, but still respectable. Oh shit. But that ankle breaker thing is rough, and a good reminder, or rather not a reminder, but a good indicator of how when you have a really unpleasant debuff in a room, recognize you're gonna circle back to that room eventually, and when that happens, it could potentially be really rough. So that particular case, I got kind of an unpleasant combination of debuffs in this one area. So it's like, it's one thing if you go past it once and you're golden, but then you come back a second time around, there's more debuffs on top of the one that you just got, so it compounds quickly. It's an interesting system. I like it a lot. PvE balancing does need to be fair for both sides. Yeah, I think that's fair. Boss battle, by the way. Ah. Guessing I gotta kill the little fellers. I probably have to, like, perfect dodge. Ah, okay, this is probably not gonna be a first-time kill. Although it's a roguelike, and I'm assuming there's probably meta progression. Oh boy. Dead. Yeah, there's probably meta progression, so you're probably not expected to kill this guy first try. An achievement for dying for the first time, so I gain blue essence. Maybe blue essence is what you use for meta progression. Cleared 5 rooms. So in 10 more rooms, we'll be able to unlock another character. So we know this guy is stuck in this looping situation that goes on forever, cursed to an eternity of looping in these combat sequences, combat challenges that seem to go on forever. I don't know if doing that really any more than that does anything for us. Here's the lady, though. Maybe she'll cook us up something. Also, kitty cat? Can I pet the kitty cat? Oh, it's a doggy? No, okay, well, it's something and it did not want pets. What if I try again? 0 damage, though, so it's okay. Hello, extremely large granny. You're very large. I don't know why you're so large. This is gonna be someone's fetish. Giantess granny? Did anybody have a giantess granny on their bingo board? Giantess granny? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone raising their hand right now? Well, or raising one of your hands if the other hand is doing something else. Hands above the table. Needs to be repaired. Tell me more. Oh, all right. Well, that was easy. Wow. She could be even larger. You're not wrong. Larger and also wrinkly. More wrinkly. Larger and wrinklier. Let's see what these things are. This is a relic diary, so we learn about some of the other relics and perks, I guess, really. These are the... Oh, Well of Wishes. Maximum health. Okay, does this cost the blue essence? Got a 5, so we can unlock it. What does it cost to unlock? 7.5. Use 1 wish at the wishing well. How many wishes do I have? Oh, down here. You can buy more wishes from the witch. Okay, so there, sure enough, this is the what's the word? Meta progression. This is the meta progression system we all knew was coming. Not everybody loves meta progression in roguelikes necessarily. And since this is very clearly a Hades-inspired game, it makes all the sense in the world that there is quite a bit of meta progression here. Not every roguelike has something like that. Binding of Isaac does. You know, that kind of thing. Noita arguably has some, but not a whole lot. Not in a way that is, like, hugely significant necessarily. So, buying more wishes, of course. The witch's stash. And that sound effect. It's fucking heavy. It's a heavy sound effect. Let's turn that down a little bit. Even though I turned it down quite a bit already, it's turned down to 10%. Even at 10%, it's like fucking hitting you in the kidneys with sound. My God. 1%. Okay, I guess it's not a sound effect then. I guess that's the idea. This is not a sound effect. All right, so in that case, we'll do it the other way. So we'll raise this up, and then I'll raise this. I'll lower this one down. That's a little bit annoying when a game is like, it's sound effects, but we're not gonna actually give that one to you, Alex. Yeah, now that's better. Still kind of loud. Okay, I was gonna say it is still being affected by master volume, right? So it doesn't need to be like quite that like dick crushingly loud. Let's leave it at 50. That's fine. Cool. Good enough for me. On to the next run. How's that sound? Anything else I can break or interact with? I realize that like some people might look at a game like this and go, "Oh, another Hades ripoff." I don't know. I think this is an interesting system. I mean, the way it plays is Hades inspired, and the meta progression systems are kind of similar for sure. But I don't know. I think other than the visuals and like the control scheme, I think this is actually doing something quite novel. The idea of this looping mechanic. I mean, it's in the name. It is a roguelike that has a looping mechanic. This looping mechanic where, yeah, you're powering up your guy, but you're also debuffing and cursing a specific area. And you are locked in, or maybe not locked in, but you're going to have to revisit those same cursed areas over and over again. So yes, you're trying to build yourself up smartly, but also curse the area that you're having to revisit also smartly, so you're not setting yourself up for an impossible encounter later on. Like right now, yeah, the enemies enraged. They get stronger when their pals die. That's not too bad, obviously, right now. But that on top of that slowing mechanic we had earlier would be a rough combination. Movement speed goes up by 6%. That's kind of lousy. 25 max health is kind of nice. Scorching fire. Yeah, so this one would be, I mean, for me, seems more desirable. Max health going up by 25 does sound good. Fully chase you while dropping exploding bombs. It's just a single guy. That doesn't sound too bad. I think I will go ahead and go for this one. I'm just hoping it's not too obnoxious. Hoping it's not too obnoxious because for now it'll be doable. Yeah, so he's enraged. He's big Angie. Big Angie, there we go. And that's the resub from Whale. What's up, bud? Whale, thank you for that resub, my mans. Good to see it. Does he have multiple debuffs? Or multiple, not debuffs, multiple enragifications? Also, it's only for nearby bad guys. If you kill a guy from far enough away, they won't recognize. They won't get that enragification. So that's kind of cool. Didn't take a single bit of damage. Love to see it. And of course, our max health is higher than it was last time because we increased our max health in the meta progression systems. And yeah, sure enough, you definitely do want to break other things because other trinkets might be hiding inside them, like that 3 delicious gold. 3 delicious gold. By the way, Whale, thank you for that resub. And he says, oh my God, you are right. You are right. Not only is it 69 months, Whale, you're a goddamn legend. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my man. Ooh, the mini boss sounds scary. That blue essence is a very important meta progression currency, so I kind of want to go for that one. Dash blocking sticky surfaces appear in the room, which does sound annoying. I think I'd rather take that than a giant enemy mini boss lad. I mean, it's probably not too scary, but I don't know. This one sounds kind of nice, honestly. Whale, thank you for that resub, man. That is awesome. 69 months, in addition to being the funny meme number, is a long damn time. So thank you, my dude. Thank you for sticking with us as long as you have, putting up with my fucking ass as long as you have. Very generous, man. Very generous. But on top of that, indeed, it is the funny number, and it's on the funny day number. 69 on 420. What an absolute goddamn legend. What an absolute legend. What a stud. I got parchment. Parchment, more like farchment. Nailed it. Some good shit, man. That's some good shit. Just the timing, like the coincidence is just bananas. It's just truly delightful. Whether or not it was planned that way, it's hard to say. But it was written in the stars, my man. We get a nut dab? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's awesome, man. Thank you, bud. Yeah, very nice indeed. That's an extra nice. Explosive barrels and hunting wolves. This is Rogue Loops, by the way. Really cool little roguelike, which, sure enough, has a looping mechanic. Who would have thunk it, right? Crazy shit. Who'd imagined? So the wolf will fight for us, marking enemies. Marked enemies take more damage. Explosive barrels deals damage to you if you touch them. I'm assuming it also hurts the bad guys. Rat infestations. Here's in the rooms spawning the body boys. Let's go with that one. So that means we have the bad guys, when they die near other bad guys, they will get enraged. Little fellers. And also the rats. The rats are popping off. But now, where is the biggest rat that makes all of the rules? That's what I want to know. Yeah, you can see, yeah, we're like the little hovels through which they're spawning, but they take exactly one hit to pop off, to pop out rather, and pop off. So they could surprise you for sure, but on their own, they're pretty harmless. Little ratto fellas, little ratto lads. Final Sentence. It does not ring a bell, but it's a typing game that's a battle royale. We're actually going to be playing a typing game in another hour or two. We're going to start up Blood Typers, which looks really cool. We're going to start up some Blood Typers. So we're going to be playing a typing game, but I've not seen a typing battle royale game. That sounds interesting. The game we'll be playing will be, I think, more akin to Typing of the Dead, kind of, sort of. You do the rat infestation thing here as well. I don't know what gold really does for us. I don't think you take gold with you when you die. I think that's only for use in a run, I think. 3 eggs spawn in the room. If not broken, an elite monster hatches. That sounds a little bit scary. Elite monster hatches. I'm curious. We'll try it out. We'll try it out. So find the Eggos. And you know, this one's fairly easy because we know that they're going to be there because we had just gotten the we just unlocked, or I guess, or chose that debuff, so we knew about it ahead of time. But that when we loop back around to this room a second time, that's going to be a little bit trickier because that'll be just long enough I might have forgotten about previous purchases. And of course, I can check in the top left. It's not visible right now, but in the top left, you can see what the debuffs are. So, you know, if need be, I could check up there for a quick refresher, but hopefully I'll have the wherewithal to look up there and go, oh, right, the eggs, or I'll see them and be like, oh, right, the eggs, I gotta deal with that situation in 10 seconds, or else there will be consequences. Unforeseen consequences. The meme numbers, man. He says it's the highlight of my week, man. I'm flattered. I'm flattered, Whale. I know it's a Sunday. We all got the Sunday scaries. I'm with you. Not looking forward to Monday on, or just the week in general. But I'm flattered. I'm flattered you get to pop in and hang out with us. And that was like a fun moment. I mean, of course, it's selfishly fun for me, obviously. But I do appreciate you, man. That's very generous. 69, and again, no matter how you cut it, man, 69 months. That's a long damn time. That is a long damn time. It's over 6 years, right? Or no, over 5. Wait, 5 years? Yeah, 5 years, because 12 times 5 is 60. So yeah, so actually coming up on 6 then. Holy moly. Yeah, 5 and 3. Yeah, so we're almost to 6 years, which is pretty remarkable. So that's a long damn time. Half a decade. I mean, Elgaso hit us with 77 months yesterday, I think. We determined that was like a little bit less than 6.5 months. So same kind of like idea, like, man, that's like such a staggering amount of time, man. No matter how you cut it, that is truly extraordinary. Poison Spirit, and then the Deadly Traps. You know, I tell myself I can deal with the Deadly Traps, but last time I got pretty bad by those things. But maybe I have the knowledge now. Maybe I can handle it. More relics means you do more damage, or this one. Gain a shield after taking damage. Block attacks for 1 second. So it helps you not get attacked multiple times. I'm gonna just try to get more relics. I'll try to get more relics so I can get more dammy dams. He's big mad, but he's also big dead. Ouch. I'm not sure how much you heal in between rounds, because it seems like there's the implications. The implications that when you die, or not when you die, when a round ends, you get a little bit of a heal. Gotta be careful. You guys get the lasers. They also got the stupid is what they got. That's right through their projectiles. I'm not gonna test it. Actually, okay, I guess I will test it. Yeah, if you dodge through a projectile, you will not take damage. Some games, if you dodge through a projectile, you'll just hit the projectile. So yeah, so we did not get any automatic heals there, but sometimes you do. I think sometimes you get heals after rounds end. Because I definitely, like, last time I remember being at like 30 health, and then at one point I looked down, I was at like 38 health. There's one of the traps there, by the way. We're approaching the final sequence of loopages and snoopages. Deadly traps. Yeah, I definitely want more relics. First attack will, after using a spell, will always be critical. I don't have any spells right now, so probably this one. Attack damage is increased until the first dash. So if I don't dash, I'll be a fucking badass. Oh, the eggies. Didn't I just say I have to not fuck up? Ouch. There we go. So I remembered this time. I was a good boy. Yeep. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna lose the bonus. That's fine. That's fine. Good to know that those projectiles do get blocked by the bad guys. That's kind of cool. Also, good to know you can interrupt that little spinny boy attack by slapping their asses. I wonder if the block thing counts as a spell. I mean, I guess it's an ability at least. Of course, when they have shield, they do have super armor, so they don't get stunned when you hit them. They are... The stun can be broken. Stun can be broken after that, though, once the armor is, that armor is lost. So yes, I didn't get any heals there. Let's jump on down and see if I can fight this guy again. See if I can prove myself. Oh, it's a different boss. Is it an anglerfish? An anglerfish with boobs? A booblerfish? Ouch. Yeah. That does it look like it? I thought I was breaking just the shield. I did indeed knock her out. That spawned the big boy. No, oh shit! No, it's the same guy. It's the same fella. Tries to tongue me. I'm flattered. Not doing a ton of damage. But it's enough, maybe. Figure he's gonna descend once again and I'll have to deal with the ladies. Doing a good job of telegraphing all these attacks really well. I feel like this fight feels a little bit easier than the one earlier. Maybe it's because I just am a little bit more confident in my abilities and have slightly more awareness of what I'm doing. And I think I have a better build. Like I was a little bit more conscious with my choices earlier. Started with more health too. But it is a different configuration. Like the attacks he's doing are completely different. It's the same boss, I think. I think it's the same boss. But yeah, he is doing different attacks. Yeah, so this has evolved. The attacks are getting more involved. I wish those were slower projectiles. I wish they were faster. More of I prefer when projectiles like that are faster, not slower. Like when they're slower, they're harder to dodge. Conversely. When they're slower projectiles, I'm liable to run into them like a dumbass. When they're fast projectiles, at least they get out of the way nice and quick. Oh shit, right, when he beaches himself like a beached whale. That does initially do some slappages. Just move slowly, or standard moves. Whoa, don't like that. Whatever you're doing, don't want it. Let's do it. I remember that one earlier. Yeah, he had some gotta dodge through it kind of attacks that were tricky. Yeep, beep, beep, beep. Okay, I kind of put myself in a bad place. I put myself in a bad state, and I don't mean Florida. We've passed the halfway point. Will I be able to kill him before the round concludes? Whoop. Not sure. I don't know if it's based on damage dealt or time, but there's obviously like there's gateways, there's checkpoints, there's phases of sorts. So we did get his ass. Defeat the first boss. Yrmrid. Got his ass. Banished back to the pits. Kind of like a Slimer kind of guy. Different configurations on the same, but yes, you're correct. You're correct, yeah. Now, in all fairness, I've yet to play Hades, but I have seen it. I've seen to that shit. An achievement for escaping the first floor. But of course, it's not just that easy. There's more where that came from, or there's deeper where that came from. Will says, excuse me, Alex. Excuse me. Who you beachin' exactly, Alex? Who you beachin'? I think you're just peachy or beachy. The low, it does look like the low what fella. I do like that guy. I'm assuming that the buffs that I gave myself carried over, and I think they did. But the room debuffs have, of course, reset because now we're in a different room. Well, series of rooms. So clone enemies have a smaller clone. That's kind of cute, actually. I'm assuming that means they also can be killed, or maybe even have to be killed. The tentacle cannot be killed. Let's go with this one. Oh, I gotta find my way over to them. I give him a little something. This game is really good. I'm liking this a lot. I'm liking this game a lot. It is giving me a satisfying challenge without being like what feels like cheap or anything. I feel like it's giving me stuff to chew on without kicking the shit out of me and feeling hopeless or helpless for that matter. And I would assume that there are people that might see a game like this and immediately go, oh, write it off as like a Hades ripoff kind of thing. The visuals are of course very hard to ignore, and it's Hades inspiration, but there's enough other cool things going on here where I feel like this game is bringing something unique to the table, which I really appreciate. I really like that system of, yes, I'm buffing myself up, but I have to be choosy about the debuffs that I choose for a particular room and how I stack said debuffs around. Seems like that brings some really interesting strategic motions. Yeah. Do I want to preserve it? Does it belong in a museum? Maximum health or crit chance? The sticky surfaces. The sticky surface thing is not too bad, actually. Orbiting enemies, damaging you have touched. Ooh. The spirit flies through an enemy. I do not like that. Let's go with this one. The crit chance going up by 5% is hard to get that excited about, but the other one was pretty crappy, so this is the lesser of the two evils for sure. They got little... They're not quite homing, but they do have a... Ouch. They do have a, they kind of arc a little bit towards your... Yeah, towards your direction there. Okay. I was hoping I can get in the middle of them. But I didn't. I didn't get in the middle. You guys remind me of the Burning Souls. Enemies from Doom. Doom 1 and 2. I'm up to 76 gold. I'm also down quite a bit of health. If there was a healing opportunity, I would gladly accept it. That's where I might take some kind of maximum health boosting opportunity, because maximum health getting added would also increase our current health accordingly. Powerful skill or the relic. I kind of want the relic. First attacks against enemies are absorbed. Attack does nothing. Just gotta attack fast. Go fast, eat ass. I don't have any perfect skills yet, unfortunately. Or rather, I don't have any skills. I'm skillless. Attack damage does increase for every room, clear without taking damage. Well, that's probably not going to be happening, so I guess I'll take this one with the expectation that I'll get some skills soon. Let's just assume that more skills will be happening. These guys are nice and slow, and I'm just kicking the shit out of them. That was a lucky miss. And I was able to get through. Oop. Lucky for me, this guy's aim is for shit. Oop. Get out of here. Alright, he creates a friend. He's a smaller, weaker... Ouch! But he's still annoying. Smaller and weaker, but still annoying. We have 142 blue boys. We should be able to do some pretty sick-ass meta progression contributions next time, which would be good. Even if this run is nearing its inevitable conclusion, we're still bringing some nice treats home with us. See if gold... Again, I don't think you take gold with you, but I guess I don't know what gold does. Tree sprouts in the room. That sounds kind of nice. But poisonous mushrooms. So you get a nice healing plant, but the evil, scary mushrooms are less than nice. Okay. I'm not sure. Does it keep popping? There's the mushrooms. You definitely want to avoid those things. Ouch. Ouch. Oh my god. Guys, jumping around all wimbly bimbly. Ouch. Ouch. I keep thinking I'm not allowed to go into the sticky stuff. You can go in the sticky stuff, you just can't dash through it. And also I keep forgetting that, yeah, when the guy starts to charge, you can challenge it. You can interrupt it even. You just have to kind of be confident as you approach. That's a nest. Pooping him out. Ouch. Okay, but okay, you can't challenge getting shot in the head, though. That's kind of hard to come back from that one. There we go. And we got a parchment. I don't know what parchment is. We'll find out soon. We'll find out soon. We cleared a lot of rooms. Oh, we were one room clear short before unlocking a new character. That was probably the one room we needed even. The one we died in, so... Just one room shy of a new person. That's fine, though. That's fine. We'll do at least one more run, then we'll jump to another game. This game is really good. I'm really enjoying this. I'm really digging it. What's up, G Money? Was there a glitch that was giving you trouble when you were trying this out? Is he losing I think he lost an arm previously. I thought his name was Vermont. No, Velmont. It's Vyman Velmont. Used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arm to the... Gone. Very good. So he has... Oh, are these side quests maybe? Jade roots and slime leeches. Alright, well, I don't have the stuff for you, but I'll keep my eyeballs peeled. Keep my eyeballulars eye-peelured. There's that guy as always. Here's the well. Of course, I have no wishes right now. No wishes right now. Enemies from behind. Can't do it. Can't hit him from behind right now. Sorry, can't do it. New relic. New relic! The swift hands. I got them quick hands, alright. That's right. It needs to be more horny. You're not wrong, Elgaso. I mean, the horny, extremely tall babushka is great. Who doesn't love an extremely tall granny, but it can only do so much for us. Roasting at the fire would increase your HP. Oh, wow. That sounds awesome. Climber wishes? I feel like I should probably save up for the stash. Once after boss fights. Yeah, I should probably go with that one. Yeah. Healing well? Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. I buy one... Okay, well, I'll buy one wish. I'll buy one wish. And it gets more expensive. Good to know. Good to know. It gets a little bit more expensive each time. Can't say I'm so horribly surprised. Should I hit it from behind or should I give myself more health? When you... Oh, you regenerate health. I should probably go for it, honestly. A little bit of a beard hair there. I'm guessing that's a percentage, not just like 7.5 HP, but probably percentage. Let's go for the regen. Sounds good. Knowing that there's a tier 2 is nice, for sure. That is very good. And sure enough, yeah, I did not take the money with me, and I guess I didn't take the parchment with me either. Kitty cat? I'll try it once every time and see if I can finally become besties with Kitty Cat. Probably another station will be able to unlock here eventually. In fact, I see parchment here, so maybe there's something that involves the parchment here at some point. But yeah, if you keep rusting at the fire, you get crazy HP. I guess I haven't tried it. I guess I've never tried rusting at the fire. how's my HP? 7.5. Yep, still 60. Yeah, unfortunately, my health is pretty chill. Because, yeah, I could see just having it be additive, just stacking over and over again. It sounds hilarious, but yeah, maybe not very balanced, unfortunately. Marvel Rivals is horny. I mean, it appears to be. I mean, also, you know, the whole time the camera is fixated from the backside, so you get a lot of back shots. Wink. Phrasing. A lot of back shots. I remember seeing something like that about about Final Fantasy VII Remake. They were like, play this game if you love back shots. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Calm down there, Tifa and the Italian Senate. What the hell? Yeah. Hades should teach you to make it very horny, and Balatro should teach you to make it... yeah. So we need horny and, like, pinball noises. We need horny and, like, casino jingles and shinies and, yeah, abso-goddamn-lutely. Abso-goddamn-lutely. Yeah. Roguelites with blackjack... It honestly, unironically, blackjack and hookers. Absolutely blackjack and hookers. It really is. I'm gonna make my own game with blackjack and hookers. You fucking got that shit, baby. You fucking got that shit. Ooh, look at this. This is extra frisky on this one. Magic crystal appears in the room, which enemies are invulnerable when it's there. Or get 100 coins. What do coins do, bro? What do coins even do? You know this one's gonna be fucking miserable. So if there was an option to re-roll, I would consider it. For now, I will not. Give me the gold. We'll do the egg thing, which is still annoying. We haven't seen how bad it gets when the eggs hatch. If I do my job right, we won't ever see how bad it gets, but probably not a good time. But I am enjoying this game, even though there is a distinct lack of horns. There's always room for more horns. I mean, you could say that for a lot of games. What's this, by the way? It is a... Oh, that's one of the things we need. So let's keep an eye out for the roots and remnants. But, yeah, to Elgaso's point, a little bit more horned goes a long way. I feel like a lot of games could stand to be hornyified a little bit more, you know? We were talking about Noita. That game could use some TNA for sure. You know, Marvel Rivals, that's got an acceptable amount of horns, but there's always room for more. Overwatch, that, like, was the for some players and even game developers, that game was like an eye-opening horny game generator. So that one, like, does a great job. That kind of birthed an entire Pornhub category on its own, really, when it comes down to it. I say why stop there. Yo, Minesweeper, get that game nice and horny. Solitaire, get some titties on the back of the cards. Who knows, man? Sky's the limit. Yeah, Solitaire, exactly, Elgaso. Solitaire, that's what I'm saying. Pinball, Space Cadet Pinball. Make the guy naked on the front. Easy. Easy peasy. Everybody gets horny. Every single person. Yeah, Space Cadet Pinball. There you go. There you go. You need all the jingles. Yeah, all the jingles, and also, yeah, eye candy and ear candy. That's right. Get some Kivzakud horny. Kivzakud has a little bit of horny, but not enough, and it definitely could use more. It definitely could use more for sure. There's the ankle breaker one, which is rough. That one is rough. Transformed into a harmless sheep. Oddly enough, I think I would rather the ankle breaker one. That one does sound pretty rough. Attack damage is increased until the first dash. First attack after using a spell will always be critical. I feel like I like to use dash too often. I use dash way too often. Let's go for this one. I'm too predictable. Although I guess that would help discourage me from relying on that too much with the ankle breaker thing. Of course, we only have ankle breaker for this room, at least for the time being. But yeah, I feel like I'm too predictable in that I love that dash move. I use it a whole bunch. The other barrels, feel like I broke all the first barrels earlier. Broke them all the way through. Yeah, Kivzakud is I mean, it has some horny, a little bit at least. It could definitely use more, and it's, you know, it's not a very visual game, so the horn is more textual. Contextual. There's probably horny Minesweeper. There probably is, let's be real. There's probably also horny Solitaire. I could see some, like, Windows 95, or even Windows 3.1 developers, you know, back when, like, software development was a, I mean, it's still fairly niche, but it was an especially niche thing. in the late 80s, early 90s. So like the kind of like closeted like horny nerds making like weird bitmapped images of boobs on like early ass window MS Paint in like especially seedy basements or like dimly lit offices. I mean, you know, some people were up to some like lo-fi horny shit back in those days, man. There's the sticky surfaces, speaking of horny times, or the blue essence. Let's do the blue essence. Yeah, I could always use more of those things for the meta progression. Get them eggs out of here. Get them out of here. Then I'll also grab one of those. In a minute. Gotta crack the eggs first. Make an omelet, gotta crack a few eggs. That starts with this one. Oh, that's the poison fella. Alright, got that guy. There's 2 more of those puppies. Oh, wait, no, that was one of the roots, I think. I appreciate that they glow very obviously. Can't miss them. Can't kill the poison spirit so far as I can tell. He goes away once the bad guys are dead. Once they get got. Gotta be naked dudes too. Get everybody, yeah, everybody gets naked. Absolutely. Oh, I like that. I like the anime ghosts. That's very fun. That's very fun. Ooh. That's very good. Yeah, no, I'm with you, Elgaso. All body types, all flavors, all persuasions, all categories. Everybody gets some. Everybody gets some. D&D inspired. What about some Fatal inspired? I'll confess, I don't think I'm familiar with Fatal. But if it's horny, then the answer is yes. A resounding yes. Splitting meteorites every so often. I'm curious about the barrel, especially because the barrels might be able, if I can explode them from a distance, hurt bad guys, that'd be sick. Gain movement speed after a dash sounds nice. Gain shield after dashing. Ooh, that sounds cool. Let's do that one. That sounds exploitable. Yeah, you can set them off. And I don't think it actually hurt the bad guys, but you can set them off. So yeah, you might as well, Oh, but they respawn. Okay, that explains why then they don't heal, or they don't hurt the bad guys. Because that'd be super hilariously busted if you could just have them just constantly pop to hurt the bad guys. That'd be hilarious. I'd freaking no damage that shit. That was sick. An achievement for clearing 10 rooms without taking any damage because I'm a goddamn gamer. Not in a row, mind you, but still. Did I get all of... I've one left. One of the little trinkets. Little nuggets. Little wood nuggets left. Is it horny and terrible? Horniest one on the market. Horniest one on the market. Good to know. And also it's terrible. Gotcha. Okay. It has all those things. All those things. Oh, merchant. That's kind of fun. Yeah. Let's fucking do it. I've never actually gotten to check out a merchant before. Spreadsheet games. Gotcha. Too many rules, too many stats, and just it gets a little bit overindulgent. I'm shocked. I'm shocked. So I could buy more blue. Buy more blue. When your health is full. Okay, that's not gonna happen hardly ever. Let's be real. More health. Oh no, that's just heal, not more health. It's just there's some health back. I mean that one sounds great, but again, I'm not gonna be full health hardly ever. Hardly ever. Let's drop a healing orb. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. Let's go with that one. I was thinking I'd go for the blue, but are there any bonus things I can break to give me just a little bit more gold for my trouble? Would that be some shit if you were like 3 gold short and there was just a barrel that had like 3 gold inside of it? Wouldn't that be just the best? I'm sorry, excuse me, Ace, did you say dictate or did you say dick-ate? Asking for me. No, not a friend. Asking for me. I'm the friend I'm asking for. I'm my own friend. I was hoping that block would last a little bit longer. Get this poison spirit guy out of here. Get his ass out of here. And with those back shots, that's right. That's right. We know about them back shots. Everybody gangster, the back shots show up. I'm feeling more confident now that knowing that bad guys can sometimes drop healing orbs. It's a 10% chance, I do believe. I do believe. Okay, I got 2 HP back there, so I guess the healing orbs are like baby amounts of healing, but still it's something. It ain't much, but it's honest work. One more thing he needs to drop, and then I'll be all set. It was big and heavy enough to use this a turkey slap weapon. A turkey slap weapon. Very realistic, by the way. Very realistic. I appreciate what it brings to the table. Baldur's Gate might have too much horns. Impossible. Too much? I don't know what those words mean in that order. Too much horny. I don't know what those 3 words in that order mean. That brain does not compute. Instructions unclear. Penis stuck in light socket again. Deadly spirit. Or no, not a dead spirit rather, which can inflict fear. I guess on my guy makes him run away maybe. Or maybe makes us unable to attack or something. Let's try this one. Crit chance. Oh, the barrel popped off. That's what it was. What does fear do? Oh, he like... Oh, I guess I'm running away before I can... Before it happens. Maybe fear makes me run away from whatever scary effect is about to happen. It's like I'm afraid of what the effect could potentially be, so I dodge away from it. It's very much a meta fear. An achievement for doing something really cool. The explosion does knock them back, but it doesn't hurt them. Stun their ass. There we go. Get out of here with them lasers. Lasers, get that shit out of here. Got a little bit of healing orb. Oh no, it was the healing from... It was the regen from the clearing a room. That's what heals you for like 2 HP. Probably like... It's basically like 5%. 5% of a heal. Or of your health bar getting healed. And again, I'm still one of these things short. And it seems like they're just not spawning anymore. Unless one spawned and I just missed it because it was like in a weird spot or something and I just didn't notice. Haven't seen it. I haven't seen him. Cylinder caught... Oh my god, the cylinder. Who could forget the cylinder whale? Who could forget? The guy that posted, he would like to forget the dreaded cylinder. The OG poster, the OP. OP would like to forget about the cylinder. Transform to a harmless... That one sounds awful, but the smashing tentacle is also pretty rough. Pretty rough. Periodically transform. Can you still dash? I don't trust it. Let's go with the tentacle. Let's go with the tentacle, yeah. The tentacle is unfortunately large enough where it does get obscured, or does cause things to get obscured slightly awkwardly, so I don't love that aspect. Hey, get your guard out. Get your ass broken. That ass guard mofo broken. Just once the guard is broken, then you can very much get past that, super armor. Actually, stun lock. It's pretty neat. Big fan. Big fan of that stun lock. Seems like there are still some attacks. Oh, okay, he does bounce. Good to know. There's still some attacks you have to be mindful of, but generally speaking, if you can close into melee, you're probably okay. Probably. Tentacle is still there, and yeah, I don't have the fourth of these things, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't have to be all in one go. Hopefully. They're going to be fighting the same guy, but some flavor of him. I'd kind of like a rematch from that first flavor where I got fucked up real bad. Chance to prove myself, maybe. I wish it might be coming true, because this looks pretty familiar. Yeah, this is exactly it. Yeah, because I was going to say, that second flavor was pretty chill, all things considered. It felt real easy. If I had some kind of build that was like, yeah, when you kill a thing, a chance for a blank to happen. Although I guess I do have the thing that says a chance to heal. Oh my god, that is rough. That's the totem. Can I kill it? I cannot. Oh, no, you cannot. I was gonna say maybe I can kill the totems. No such luck, unfortunately. Yeah, look at all that damage I took. Yeah, maybe it's best to just ignore the little fellers. Oh my god. I keep forgetting when it first lands, it will be unpleasant. Oop. Yes, if I ignore these little fellers, can I get away with it? I don't know if I can get away with it. I can't keep getting away with it. Ouch. I think I'm this run is not long for this world. Is it Jover? It's Jover. Yeah. Yeah, that seems like a just a tougher variant. That just seems like a tougher boss, which is fine. But yeah, it's like comparing and contrasting that particular flavor versus the one we fought successfully earlier. Kind of like no question that one's a lot harder. Do I unlock the new friend? I do unlock the new friend. Amber, the daughter. She has a ranged attack, perhaps? Less health. Yeah, less health and less attack. And less crit chance. And more crit damage. No, I'm sorry. Better crit chance. Better crit damage. Skill damage is the same, but I'm guessing hers is probably ranged. A friend! Although he doesn't look very friendly. Looks like a smaller version of the boss we fought last time. She's got ranged attack. She's very fast. I'm gonna shoot the shit out of this guy. What's her special? Can't use it here. Like she does a little spin. I like the little spin. Here's two of them. Or I'm sorry, here's two of those things and three of these things. But yeah, it has to be all in one. All in one deal. Can I afford the thingy? I'm a little short. Short and stout. Do I go ahead and buy another wish? Yeah, I think I do. I'll buy one more. One more for the road. How's that sound? I said that run was gonna be my last one. Let's do one more because I want to try out this cool new character. That's how I know this is a good game, where I'm like, all right, one more. All right, one more. That's how you know. That's how they get you, man. And I'm kind of curious. I mean, yes, this sounds kind of cool, but I think I'm also curious to see what this thing is. So once I get backstab, the first time you deal more damage, that sounds kind of cool. That sounds kind of cool. See, I could see myself going in on that further out. So yeah, that does sound nifty, and I find myself, especially with the melee guy, going in for backstabs fairly frequently. Especially like for the guys that have the armor, the super armor, where you can like dodge behind them and kind of wail on them while they're finishing an attack animation you've dodged. Good opportunity there. And then whomst is your story? Or what is your story? Relmera. Long way to go. What this? Oh, I have little thingies. I've been collecting little wispies. I wonder if that's for like completing levels or somehow I've been collecting these little thingies. And it says switch. Huh. Arrows and then the bow. I guess the idea is okay, so I can't do this one yet. There's the critical chance. So is this what I have right now? Yeah, trying to understand here. Blacker arrows. Okay, yeah, that's what I have right now. This is what I have right now. So I could level this up and get this, I guess, additional piece. Put stack arrows on enemies and detonate them. And I'm guessing this is not per character. This is like per account. So you have to be careful about like how heavily you invest into one character versus across the board. I see this down here. 10. Okay. So if I go ahead and go in on this one. Okay, so that, yeah, upgrades it. Oh, it goes to, oh, that upgraded the character. Okay. I was thinking it was going to have some kind of bearing on the skills. But no, it just upgraded the character and upgrades it down here. From a UI perspective, I wish that was a little bit more clear. What I was leveling. Or what I was upgrading, rather. And of course, we have one more. We could level up one more. Yeah, so the blessings. Maybe the idea is when you get to the question mark, maybe that's when you get to choose the skills. Because I thought I was like about to unlock the next skill, or I could go here and unlock that one for the first time. That part was a little bit unclear. The fact that it's kind of tucked away in the corner and it's like kind of small. I wish what you were about to upgrade was more front and center, more obvious. But now we know. It's just a small little UI quirk, and not you know, talking shit, but just a minor little gripe. I still see she's got the big exclamation point, so I'm not sure if there's anything else here. We have one more to spend, but I think I'd rather hold off and spend it on the other guy. Not going all in on a single character getting all the goodies. Just some of the goodies. Let's try this with the new character. And I'll be curious to try the cool new special ability as well. Seems like you can't in the middle of the fight. Or not in the middle of the fight, in the kind of campfire area. Increased crit chance, and her crit chance is quite good already. Roots and hurts. Stepped on, so don't step on the roots. That's simple. Oh, there we go. The okay, you can shoot through the fence. I can't move. We can sort of move, and you can. Okay, never mind. You can only sort of shoot through the fence. A little bit unclear to me how the special ability works. Oh, there we go. I got enough of the goods. Got enough of the goods now. Yeah, it's a little bit unclear to me how the special ability works. Can I like look at information about it? Tab, I think. Pull back her arrows. So do it. Maybe I'm supposed to hold it. Especially to pull the arrow stuck in the ground back to you and deal damage. Oh, okay. So you want to so when you shoot the arrows, do they get stuck in the wall or something like that? Especially to pull the arrows stuck in the ground back to you. And maybe it makes maybe it's more obvious when you've like shot bad guys. Maybe there's arrows sticking out of them that, and it's like there's like a visual indicator. You're yanking things back towards you. And things that can break. If you just walk into these things, it'll bust them up. Not as fun as swinging a weapon, but still gets the job done. Said, well, were you a little bit short earlier? I was a little bit short earlier. For once. Rarely happens, right? Rarely happens. A relic with the explosive. Honestly, the explosive barrels thing was really not bad. Really not bad on those, yeah. Let's go with that one. Spell cooldowns. I don't have spells yet, but I probably will later. Probably. And after using a spell, both spells, and I can't reroll, unfortunately. Guess this one. Just because my person seems to do well with crits. She seems like a crit-centered lady. Oh, okay, there's an arrow. Yeah, I see them now. Then if I right-click, it'll yank him towards me. So, yeah, I don't know if I love that ability. It seems like you have to be very aware of your environment. Not just of your character and your immediate surroundings, but the environment in general. I don't know if I am a huge fan of special abilities that require that, like paying that much attention to everything else around you when there's already enough things demanding our attention in games like this. You know, trying to be aware of your positioning when you're fighting the bad guys, all the other traps and hazards that are placed around. So I might switch that out at some future occasion. 55 blue essence. Oh, at least I have choices. At least I have choices in the matter in this situation here. Sticky zone or the poison spear. Let's go for the sticky zone because this character I don't think has to dodge as much if I play my job right. If I do my job right, rather. I say into right before doing exactly that. There we go. So that actually it worked out well there. Felt like it worked out well because I was able to. To just kind of notice, like, oh wait, I've got all these things kind of all grouped together. So I guess that's the thing. If you're staying in one area and fighting in one particular direction, then it is a little bit more obvious. Then it does feel a little bit more obvious when you're when you've got those arrows to pull back, like when it's more effective. So that actually maybe it's not quite as contextual as I was worried it would be, because at first I was like, I'm not so sure about this one. Powerful skill or the relic. The skill would be a spell, and we have some stuff that requires a spell, so let's go with this one. Lightning Blade. Damage. Creates the Ice Nova. The Ice Nova was cool, but not, literally, but not as cool, not as useful for a person that hangs back out of melee range. And the perfect cast. So maybe it's like maybe it's not you charge it up to make it better. Maybe there's like you charge it up and release at the right moment to make it extra good. Maybe that's what's going on here. This one, yes. Yeah, I think... Yeah, it comes back to me. Okay, good to know. Oops. There we go. Feeling pretty capable with this character. Feels pretty satisfying. Them golds. Very good, very good. Can I do a quick test? Okay, so I think that's exactly it. I don't think it is charged up a certain amount of time. I think you have to charge it and then release when the little icon fills up. The right moment. I think that's when it's considered a perfect cast. Movement, but taking damage from enemies will restrict vision. Ooh, that sounds pretty rough. I would question if that's only a 1 out of 3 situation. Healing sounds kind of cool. Effective guy. Yeah. Damage on that one. Don't touch the spirit thing. You just don't do it. Resist the urge, Alex. Don't do it. Don't do the thing. So to test if I just hold it all the way through, then it is not perfect. Yeah. So confirms that the perfect casting is truly a timing thing, not just a charge it up kind of thing. I can stop that in its tracks. Oh, that was a waste. I don't need the heals right now, but I will probably in a bit. Boop. That was perfect. It was. Oh, good damage. Good damage. Yes. It's going to be a perfect round, a damageless round, or a I received no damage round. It'd be really cool. The room begin. Yeah, I think that was damageless. I did good. I think I'm going to leave that there if it makes a difference. Not sure it does. Character's very cool. Liking this character a lot. This is kind of how it goes sometimes. You know, you have multiple characters. The first guy's going to be a melee guy. Second guy's probably going to be a range guy, or a range gal in this case. Kind of makes sense that pattern would emerge here. The enraged fella is the demon eggs. I mean, the gold thing is less exciting, but the enraged thing is kind of rough. Let's do the demon egg thing. I think that's easier to deal with. Especially since I got that range ability. It's pretty sweet. Except I'm having a hard time reaching. There we go. Bit of a reach. Oh, I got it. I backstabbed the egg. Ah, yes. As you do. Backstabbing eggs, as you do. Did I get the perfect timing? I sure did, baby. That chakram does very good damage. I'm really enjoying that. The character is good, but I think I'm also getting a better handle on being able to use the skills accordingly. Of course, it's nice having an offensive skill, not have it be exclusively defensive, because yeah, it makes the defensive skills feel a bit less sexy by comparison. Oh, I can't use it. It's on cooldown. I was like, I want to call them back. That, but of course, boss battle is coming in hot, so that'll be the ultimate test on how this compares, how this build compares. Dive on down. Once again, the debuffs do not follow us. Our buffs follow us, but the debuffs do not. And this is the easier, I think, the easier flavor of this boss. There might be a bonus third flavor, but only time will tell. Oof, you get kicked out a little bit, shit on there a little bit there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yep. Like I'm at an easier time with this guy as the melee fella. Maybe that's how it goes too. Maybe certain flavors of characters invariably handle certain boss archetypes better than others. Yeah, as the melee guy, yeah, it seems like that attack is easier to deal with when you're in close range. Kind of makes sense. Coming back here. Oh shit, I shouldn't have dodged forward. That was silly. Be careful of that tongue. He's gonna lick me. Unfortunately, I can't see where I'm at right in that particular angle, so it's a little bit less than ideal. Now, this is a good spot to be. My damage output is still not the bestliest, but but it's also not the worstliest. It is the normaliest, I suppose. The averagiest. Oh, the Chakram range is pretty... Well, I don't know if it actually reached him, so the range is a little bit limited. Use it against these ladies. I know for one of them, I need to stay kind of in the melee range. Ooh, good. Yeah, fucked her up instantly. Good instant murdification. Oh, fuck. Oh, dear sweet God. 3 HP. She fucking kicked the shit out of me. Alright, so there we go. So now I gotta be careful here. So we're at half health. Oh, this one right. One hit and I'm pretty much donezo. One hit and it's all Jova. Whip. The fact that that's a special attack and it's decently telegraphed is pretty nifty. Is like pretty not scary. As far as like a thing you can only dodge to avoid. Yeah, like you have to dash through it. Whereas in the other variant of this bad guy, he's constantly throwing out those little totems. Oh, fuck. Those little totems that spawn those things in like a pulsing format. Usually like 2 or 3 times. Oh, fuck, I didn't dodge. Usually 2 or 3 of them. So, yeah, the fact that like one of his big scary attacks is this very well telegraphed dodge-only attack, whereas the other flavor, he's popping those things out constantly. So, feels like objectively, the other flavor is harder. Now, I kind of bungled that one because I took so much damage the first round, but still, that's pretty cool. It's a cool little game. It's a really good little game. I'm really digging this. Really digging this, and I very much like to come back and play more of it. It's really, really good. I'm really impressed. The stream is not ending. We're gonna switch gears to another game, but happy to check out Rogue Loops. Awesome, very good game. Thank you again to Key Miller for the review key for this one, and I will definitely be back to play more of it. It's quite nice. Rogue Loops by Fubu. Fubu Games, F-U-B-U, yeah, Fubu Games. Yeah, really good game. Really impressed. Kind of surprised they, I remember, yeah, seeing on Steam, yeah, it's been out for a few weeks. It's got like a couple, it's like 100 or so reviews, like, so not a ton of people have played it. But, no, I'm really impressed, and I hope more people do pick it up, because I think it's like, really enjoyable. I don't know, like, how much content there is. I mean, we saw there were 4... I think 3 or 4 areas. Obviously different bosses and different biomes, that kind of thing. And of course 4 playable characters. So I'm not sure if there's like, if there's like, I don't know, more that the devs are thinking about adding or whatnot. Like, I'm not sure if this is one of those games that would have like hundreds of hours of potential playtime necessarily. But for what's there right now, I'm really impressed. Highly recommended. Yeah, kind of similar to how I felt about Rainbreaker. Just very solid, very enjoyable. I'm like hungry for more. It's one of those where I want to keep going, man. I keep on going.